find silence inside. Let us relax our brain completely and try to find silence inside. And swim in this silence. Let us listen to our hearts and hear the spirit inside the heart. We are not doing anything. Even when we are offering this puja, it's not us, it's the universe singing to Shri Mataji through us. Let our attention glide higher and higher in the Sahasrara. And let us find and feel Shri Mataji's presence there, Shri Mataji's feet there. Welcome to the second day of Navaratri, one of the 3 days of Shri Durga, Shri Mahakali. Shri Mahakali, the goddess, the mother, that who, out of love towards the world, destroys negativity. And we are going to worship her in the aspect of Shri Brahmacharini, the one who follows the path of God, a celibate student. So let's take another moment to welcome Shri Mataji in our hearts, each one in his or her own way, from the heart. And then we'll have welcome Arti. for garland, please. Igor from Ukraine and Shivaji from UK, could you come here? And Maureen and one lady from Ukraine, please come forward and we can rise to welcome Shri Mataji. we are going to listen now to a speech that Shri Mataji has given on the second day of Navaratri. It was in 1991 in Palazzo Doria, maybe in this very room. It's audio only, so let's keep our attention in the sastra on Shri Mataji.
So today is the second day of Navaratri. I told you yesterday that first the auspiciousness and the holiness was created through the creation of Sri Ganesha, so that this world should be filled with auspiciousness and holiness. We can see in the history that people in the olden times cared for auspiciousness and were afraid of God. They had fear for God, and they didn't challenge God at all. But gradually, the evil took over, and so this auspiciousness and holiness started little, not exhausted, but sleeping off. So Ganesha started sleeping. And as Ganesha sleeps, the people are not afraid of God. They think they can do what they like. What can God do? After all, we don't see it. They also have no gratitude for what God has done for them. They have no gratitude about the blessings of this universe, that it was created, all the beauty that God gave. Because they are ignorant, and in ignorance they forget everything. Now the problem started more when Ganesha started sleeping. With his power, people were afraid of God. They were righteous. They wanted to be good people. They didn't want to commit sins. They didn't want to do wrong things. They wanted to keep their attention clean and put attention to good things. Such people existed. Because you can see the temples, the big churches, the big mosques that were built in the name of God. And they didn't have so much money, nothing. But just out of devotion they did it. So they had devotion for God. The another side was that people, like you can say the people who were searching God, were trying to find out the ways and methods how they could reach God. And there was such a big search. They didn't want material things. They didn't care for, it just, for them it was too low. Think about it. But gradually, so it happened that these simple needs of life became very complicated. Then first they had started to fight with each other. And then when they fight with each other, it was out of selfishness, it was all kind of uncollective temperament that they developed. Maybe food, maybe some material thing, All these things started crawling up into their ignorance. As a result, they became very blind, and gradually they became subhuman, barbaric. So the second phase started where just after the vegetation and everything was created, the fire of the Mother Earth started coming up as an anger for these animals that they grew up. Also were very, very dangerous time and were troublesome, who were in the evolutionary process were very, very big sized things, but not intelligent, extremely cruel and big sized animals. All these evolutionary process started, but before that only the Mother Earth's fire started burning the stone inside. Because as I told you, first it was taken nearer the sun, this Mother Earth, and then towards the moon. So that the upper crust, though it had become cooled down and it had formed ice and then it melted away into water, still the inside the ocean, the Mother Earth was very hot. And that heat started coming out. And when this heat started coming out, it burnt many trees and many stones. With that burning, carbon was formed. Now, this carbon started absorbing all the gases that were outside and purifying the atmosphere quite a lot. Plus, this carbon is the basis of our organic chemistry. So first the inorganic chemistry was there, in the sense chemicals were produced, and then with the carbon started the organic chemistry, and that's the beginning of life, we should say, because then nitrogen it started absorbing, and they formed amino acids. These amino acids are the basis of life. So that is how the life started. But the first life grew in the bottom. And you know the whole evolutionary process, how it took place. In the second center, Swadhisthana, which had created all the universes and all that, all around, in the Mother Earth, there was water. And on that surface of Mother Earth, life started growing. Then the evolutionary process took place in this Bhavasa. Till we come to the human stage, as I told you, there were animals first who came up in the evolutionary process. They grew up and they grew very big, then they had to become small, then they became very cunning. All kinds of things happen in the evolutionary process, left and right and left. Ultimately, a human being was created. He too was in the image, not of God at that time, but in the image of an animal. Because the animal has he has come from the animal stage. But God created man into the image of himself. In the sense, out of these barbaric models, we call them half man, half this thing. Like you can say the monkeys becoming man. Then he created something, we can call it as Adam and Eve, people, two models. So this was all done at that time. As you know that Adam and Eve are symbolic. Two personalities who wanted to know what is good and what is bad. And because of this urge to find out that we can know. Also in the search of God, many people think there's no need to have any advice from any realized soul. We can do it ourselves. What is the need to have Mother tell us anything? We can do it ourselves. So they wanted to do it themselves on their own. So God said, all right, you go ahead. And that's how the circle started, with the search of the truth. And as you know, we are here today, enlightened. So then the enlightenment has come ultimately. But one had to go through the desert, the darkness of ignorance, and then come to this stage. Then the state came in that we needed somebody to lead us, as somebody is needed in the process of, you can call it the evolution. One fish came out and crawled through and became a reptile. In the same way, you needed every time some leader to come out who brings you higher and higher and higher. So the first incarnation, I would say, was that of the goddess. She was the first to lead people towards God. Because if you see in the world, we have the chakra of Swadhisthana. And we have also the great gurus, prophets who came, who tried to save human beings. But this was later. Before came the goddess, to save people from all these ways of destruction. Somewhere had become very evil people who were called as Rakshasas, devils, and somewhere had become good people. Out of them then, the goddess created these great saints. They worshipped the Mother and they became great saints. They became incarnations of saintliness. So the first incarnation that ever came was that of the goddess. And this is on the second yuga that we can call Shri. She came before Sri Krishna, she came before Sri Ram. And she saved people from getting drowned into Bhavasagar. This then created great saints and sages and gurus who tried to save people. We have gurus who were very great, I should say saints and very evolved. But also we had some who were right side, who knew all kinds of Vedas, they knew all kinds of sciences, they knew all kinds of, you can call them the divine weapons and things like that. And we also had left-sided gurus who believe in the devotion to God. Like you can say, Moses was there, Abraham, Moses, all these people came who were left-sided. Muhammad was there, one of the last ones you can say, and then Nanak. So came the devotion to God, devotion to the all-pervading power, started like that. So this, at this stage, that people tried to murder these great saints, like Socrates, like we know everybody had to suffer so much. Because nobody in the collective liked saints or goodness or righteousness. That's how we had fallen down so much at the time, as you know, in the time of Moses, what happened. And all these things like Shariat and all that has come from Moses, but the Muslims are following. And at that time it was such a bad, decadent society that they had to use these methods of very strong punishment or banishment to them, so that people were afraid not to do anything that is sinful or that is wrong. But now they are taken up by the Muslims. The Muslims are using that culture. They have no right. They are no saints. They are not gurus, nothing. And they cannot use this. But they started using it. But if you see our societies, some of our Western societies, have really become very decadent and are going down. So now it is for us who are enlightened people to awaken others to reality, to make them face up to see that where are they. In the name of pleasures, enjoyment, indulgences, how they are destroying themselves. We have to talk to them, we have to tell them, we have to awaken them, and that's why now we are going to protest also in Paris. The basic thing we have to understand that we have a very, very big responsibility. At the time when the goddess incarnated, she had just to save people from the cruelties of these devils. That's all. Because devils were on one side, goddess were on the other side. It was very powerful. She was killing all the devils and all the evil. But now, in modern times, it's become a very delicate way, because these devils have entered into the brains of all the sadhakas. I've seen even people who were born realized were indulging into all kinds of wrong things because of the society. So many went to horrible gurus and they have those bhoots in their heads. So it's a very intricate operation one has to perform, to take out these things. And that lingers on, and still she puts doubts in their heads and also curbs your strength to fight it. But as Sir Yogis, you have a tremendous responsibility. And you must try to clear out yourself of all these conditionings, of all these wrong ideas that the society has spread so far. So on one side, the evolution went on. Now it has gone down. The decadence has started. People are just getting ruined and living with unnatural things, with materialistic things. And people are becoming extremely selfish, also deceitful, not afraid of God. Even the priests, even the churches, even the temples, even the mosque, all these people who are representing God are crooked. They are criminals. They are not afraid of God. So the first thing one has to understand that if we are not afraid of God, we cannot work out. Human beings only work under two circumstances. One, either fear, either there should be fear or there should be some temptation. Otherwise nothing can work out. The fear of God is the most important, that we should not do anything that we displease God by anything. We have to be very, very careful on this one. Because first of all, we are complicated personalities. We've got these moods in our heads. We've got these ideas in our head. Like in Germany, when first I think Gregor went there and told them that you can't have licentious life anymore, now you are surgeons. So they said, of course we are surgeons, that doesn't mean we have given up our lives. You have to change. So 300 people went up. outside. They wouldn't come. But then came in Mr. H. They were all back on the scene. So these warnings are coming to us. Thinking too much, dominating others, right-sidedness. Now, first time is leading you to yogi state. And in this stage, in this disease, outwardly nothing happens, but you start reducing. You become like a reptile. People have to carry you on your back. Just like a reptile, like a fish. Left-sided, you know already, the cancer and all these incurable diseases come from left side. So this onslaught, I would say, such a big attack of the negativity is more felt in Kali Yuga than anywhere before. Because now you have to think as to what is missing in our society, what we have to do about it, and that we have got luckily this Chaitanya with us. How can we help our society? So we have to widen our vision and think about it. It's not this time that only the goddess has to save you from the evil. It's much more than that. She has given you powers. And these powers are to be used. Instead of that, if you are still lurking with all these old things, how can you have the powers? So one of the gurus, we should say one of the last gurus was Muhammad Sahib and then Nanak. And both of them have said one is you must surrender. Islam means surrender. You must surrender. But they don't. I've seen people don't surrender. They still stick on the things. Say I told people you must put oil. They'll not put oil. Because nobody puts oil, so they are not putting oil. Then they become bald-headed. They come to me, Mother, we lost all of it. You put on oil. I've told you to put on oil. Why don't you put on oil? They won't, just won't do. Because the rest of the people don't put on oil, you should not. You are not there. You are different. Try to understand. You are not the other people. You are the leaders. And you shouldn't follow them. They should follow you. Instead of that, you are following all the general opinion of the people and you want to live like that. Then how can you be a saint? A saint lives like the way he has to do. Because he has the wisdom. And that is what we have to understand, that all these ideas have gone into our head and it's a very delicate operation for us. Even to tell you something, if I tell something to the ladies, they'll start crying. If I tell something to men, they'll leave surgery. As if they're obliging me. It's wrong. What you have to do is that God has chosen you to be the leaders of the people. To be the leaders. Do you know you are going to be the leaders? And then how a leader should be? Should be a model. And that's why in the Islam or in Nanaka's space is complete surrender. What you surrender is nothing but this ego, this conditioning, this nonsensical ideas. And that you have to surrender. That's very important and surprising how Muhammad Sahib has surrendered, that Islam is to surrender. Must be the reason he must be knowing that now ego is going to overpower the left side. We are not ordinary people. How many people know how to raise Kundalini? But still I see people do not know on the feet where are the chakras are there. Simple things they don't know. I don't know what time, where they spend their time, what do they talk. The other day I asked these Indian girls, what are the stones that are for all this? They didn't know. I'm surprised. None of them knew. They are Indians. I thought they should know all that. It's all there. But they don't know. I don't know what they do. Morning till evening they are talking. What do they talk? You should find out. It's all I've said it. It's all in the this thing, what you call this, on the tape, finished. This knowledge should be in your brain and the vibration should be in your hearts. So Navaratri is a big preparation. We have to know that the knowledge of Sahaja Yoga has to come into us. Otherwise, why will people think that you are saints? Nobody is going to believe you that you are saints in your behavior, in your knowledge, in your dealings with others. Everything a Sahaja Yogi should be something outstanding. When I said you all have to become your own masters, then they use it the other way around. They tell the leader, now we have become our own masters. It's not the way. So first thing is wisdom. Wisdom to understand that we are Sahaja Yogis. Assume the power. Sometimes I feel as if a beggar is made a king, suppose. Still he doesn't assume his position. Anybody coming, he says, can you give me one penny? Though he's a king. Something like that. Now you have become the leaders of the world, all over the world. And this is something to be assumed and felt. It's not ego, it's reality. Because once you know that it is reality, you immediately change yourself. Immediately you will think that, now what are we doing? How much do we know? We have the leaders, the responsibility is ours. If that is understood, you'll be surprised that nothing is needed to work out your cleansing. Just automatically it will work. That's my blessings to you. Absolutely. But you must feel that I have to be all right. You have to feel. The situation becomes helpless for me sometimes. If I tell something to somebody, they start crying. Or they run away from surgery. So what am I to do? Should I leave you at the same stage as it is? Now to save you from evil is not the same as to fight Mahishasura or Narakasura, not that. Because Narakasura has also gone to your head and Mahishasura has also gone to your head. So the only thing one has to do is to understand there is this one in me. I'll ask that to get out. Once you work it out that way, you are doing Navaratri itself. You have got powers, you have knowledge, you know, you can feel it. Just take out all these conditions. We are something different. We are not ordinary people. We are something very special. And why should we at all behave like others, or like the way others behave? No, not necessary. And what a big thing you have, what a big knowledge you have. Look at Christ. He was alone. He talked what he wanted to say to multitudes. He talked. He was crucified. Still he talked. Till the end. But he was knowledgeable. And you might say that Mother, he was an incarnation, all right. But in no way you are less now. You know how to raise the Kundalini, you know everything. You are my children. So I would suggest that to develop wisdom, you must meditate and be in the center. So all these things will go away. Just be away from this nonsense. In what atmosphere we live, what we do, it's not important. We have to know that we are something exceptional. All the Ganas, all the angels are just waiting.
Let's remain in silence for a few moments. Shri Mataji, our beloved Divine Mother, today, on the 23rd of September 2025, on the second day of Navaratri, your enlightened children have gathered here in your abode in Palazzo Doria and all over the world to worship you in your form of Shri Durga, in the aspect of Shri Brahmacharini. We most humbly ask you to accept this puja, and with it we are offering you not only our hearts and the love and gratitude in our hearts, but also understanding in our minds of the path of God, of your path, and of its ultimate goal, your goal. You have told us, Shri Mataji, that one of our responsibilities as Sahaja Yogis, as your children, is to understand you better and better and better. And we are trying with all our hearts to achieve this. If our understanding of you, if our vision of your path is flawed and incomplete, please correct us and give us the right direction. But the most importantly, Shri Mataji, we offer you our readiness to walk on this path towards the ultimate goal of yours, despite all obstacles and all distractions that we may face. And we'll try to pull as many souls as possible towards the final destination. And may this Navaratri be a small step on this way for the entire world. We also humbly ask all deities to be present here and guide us. And if we make some mistakes during this worship, please forgive us. Jai Shri Mataji. We'll start with addressing Shri Ganesha, of course, and we invite children to offer some rose petals or petals. Please, children, come forward. And each one of us, please, let's turn our attention to Shri Ganesha. And during this worship, let's ask him to awaken in all human beings, in all the world, so that fear of God and auspiciousness would return to the world. Shri Ganesha Mantra.
Pratyaksham Brahmasi Tvam Jnanamayo Vijnanamayosi Sarvam Jagaditam Tvato Jayate Sarvam Jagaditam Tvatastistati Sarvam Jagaditam Tvayainaya Vishyati Sarvam Jagaditam Tvayi Pratyeti Tvam bhumirapo nalo nilo navaha Tvam chatvari patani Tvam gunadhyayatitaha Tvam dehadyayatitaha Tvam kaladhyayatitaha Tvam muladharastitosi nityam Tvam shakti trayatmakaha Tvam yogino dayanti nityam Tvam brahmastvam vishnustvam rudras Tvam indras Tvam agnistvam vayus Tvam suryas Tvam chandramas Tvam brahma purvasvarum Ganadim purvamushcharya Varnadim tadanantaram Anusvara parataraha Ahirulasitam hariraritham Tattva manusvarupam Dakara purvarupam Akaro madhyamarupam Anusvaraschampyarupam Bindurutararupam Nada sandhanam Sanhita samvihi Saisha Ganesha Vidya Ganaka Risihi Nishritayatri Chandaha Ganapati Devata Om Ram Ganapataye Namaha Ekadantaya Vidmahe Vakratundaya Dhimahi Tano Danti Prachodayat Ekadantam Chaturhastam Pashamankushatharinam Radam cha Varatam Haste Pranam Mushakatvacham Raktam Lambotaram Shurpakarnakam Rakta Vasasam Rakta Gandhanu Vittangam Rakta Pushpahi Supujitam Bhaktanu Kampinam Devam Jagat Dharanamachutam Avir Bhutam Chashushyatyo Prakritehe Purushat Param Evam Tyayatiyo Nityam Sayogi Ukilam Varaha Namo Varatapataye Namo Ganapataye Namaha Pramatapataye Namaste Astu Lambodaraya Ekarantaya Vignanashine Shivasutaya Shri Varatamurtaye Namo Namaha Sakshat Shri Adishakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha.
Shri Ganesha, please remove all obstacles so that wisdom, chastity, and auspiciousness would return to all spheres of human lives, especially to politics, so that the world and humanity would be governed by righteous people.
Hindi 53, Jai Ganapati Vandana Gananayaka. Hindi 53, Jai Ganapati Vandana Gananayaka. Teri chave ati sundara sukhandayaka. Teri chave ati sundara sukhandayaka. Jai Ganapati Vandana Gananayaka. Jai Ganapati Vandana Gananayaka. Teri chave ati sundara sukhandayaka. Teri chave ati sundara sukhandayaka. Jai Ganapati Vandana Gananayaka. Jai Ganapati Vandana Gananayaka. Pujar pujarari mastaka sindori rupa nirala. Pujar pujarari mastaka sindori rupa nirala. He moshaka vahana tero to hi jagat ka rakhwala. He moshaka vahana tero to hi jagat ka rakhwala. Teri sundar murat man mein, teri sundar murat man mein. Tu palak siddhi vinayak, tu palak siddhi vinayak. Jai Ganapati Vandana Gananayak. Jai Ganapati Vandana Gananayak. Mana mandira karandira, tere naam se ho jiyara. Mana mandira karandira, tere naam se ho jiyara. Tere naam ki jyot jali to मन में बहती सुखधारा. तेरे नाम की ज्योत जगी तो मन में बहती सुखधारा. तेरो सुमिरन हर पूजन में, तेरो सुमिरन हर पूजन में. संबर से निकले फलदायक, संबर से पहले फलदायक. जय गणपति वंदन गणनायक. जय गणपति वंदन गणनायक. तेरे नामों जिसने ध्याया, उस पर रहती सुख छाया. तेरे नाम को जिसने ध्याया, उस पर रहती सुख छाया. मेरे रोम रोम अंतर में एक तेरा रूप समाया. मेरे रोम रोम महिमा तू ही जाने, तेरी महिमा तू ही जाने। शिव पार्वती के बालक, शिव पार्वती के बालक, जय गणपति वंदन गणनायक, जय गणपति वंदन गणनायक। तेरी छवि अति सुंदर सुखदायक, तेरी छवि अति सुंदर सुखदायक, जय गणपति वंदन गणनायक, जय गणपति वंदन गणनायक, जय गणपति वंदन, गणपति वंदन, गणपति वंदन गणनायक।
Few moments in silence, please. For married ladies who were pre-chosen, pre-appointed, please come forward to perform Shri Devi Puja. Ruth from UK, please come forward. Mantra Shri Brahmacharini.
Shri Mataji, by your grace, will offer the Devi Suktam, the Aparajita hymn from Devi Mahatmyam, Sanskrit 6. Sanskrit 6. Namo Devyai Mahadevyai Shivaya Satatam Namaha Namaha Prakritye Bhadraye Niyataha Pranatasmatam Rudraye Namo Nityaye Gaurye Dhatrye Namo Namaha Jyotsnaye Chendurupinyay Sukaye Satatam Namaha Kalyanye Pranatam Vrudye Siddhye Kurmye Namo Namaha Nirudye Bhubratam Lakshmye Sarvaye Te Namo Namaha Durgaye Durgaparaye Saraye Sarvakarinye Kyatye Tateva Krishnaye Tumraye Satatam Namaha Ati Somyati Rodraye Natastasye Namo Namaha Namo Jagat Pratishtaye Devi Krutye Namo Namaha. Salutations again and again to the Devi who resides in all beings as Shri Vishnu Maya, Vishnu Mayeti. Ya Devi Sarvabhuteshu Vishnu Mayeti Shanvita Namastasye, 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 Namo Namaha. Salutations again and again to the Devi who resides in all beings as consciousness, Chaitanyatya. Ya Devi Sarvabhuteshu Chaitanyatya Vidiyate Namastasye, 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 Namo Namaha. Salutations again and again to the Devi who abides in all beings as intelligence, Buddhi. Ya Devi Sarvabhuteshu Buddhi-rupena samstita Namastasye, 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 Namo Namaha. Nidra, sleep. Ya Devi Sarvabhuteshu Nidra-rupena samstita Namastasye, 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 Namo Namaha. Shuddha, hunger. Ya Devi Sarvabhuteshu Shuddha-rupena samstita Namastasye, 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 Namo Namaha. Chaya, reflection. Ya Devi Sarvabhuteshu Chaya-rupena samstita Namastasye, 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 Namo Namaha. Shakti. Ya Devi Sarvabhuteshu Shakti-rupena samstita Namastasye, 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 Namo Namaha. Trishna, thirst. Ya Devi Sarvabhuteshu Trishna-rupena samstita Namastasye, 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 Namo Namaha. Shanti, patience. Ya Devi Sarvabhuteshu Shanti-rupena samstita Jati, the inequality. Lajja, modesty. Shanti, peace. Shraddha, faith. Kanti, charm. Lakshmi, wealth. Vritti, temperament. Smriti, memory. Deya, compassion. Tushti, fulfillment and satisfaction. Matru, the Divine Mother. Bhranti, confusion. Viveka, discrimination. Indriyannamadishtatri Motanam Jakileshoya सततं तस्यै व्यक्तिदेव्यै नमो नमः चेतीरूपेण या कृत्स्नम् एतद्व्याप्ये स्थिता जगत् नमस्तस्यै 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 नमो नमः नमस्तस्यै 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 नमो नमः नमस्तस्यै 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 नमो नमः साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माता श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः या कुन्निन्दो तुषारा हाररवाला यशोम्र वस्त्रावृता यवीना वरदन्दं वन्दितकरा यश्वेत पद्मासना या ब्रह्मचोता शङ्करा प्रभृतिभिः देवै सदा वन्दिता समं पतो सरस्वती भगवती निशेष जाज्ञापः साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माताजी श्री निर्मल देव्यै नमो नमः
Shri Mataji, our Divine Mother, may this beautiful stream of your vibrations flow throughout the world and may it wash off all evil forces. May all conflicts, all fighting among people, all wars be over, not just stopped at the stages where they are, but fully completed, so that even the causes of these wars would disappear forever. And the main cause, ignorance of people, would disappear. And may people be freed of all kinds of fear, all but one, fear of God. And may human beings thrive with your love and grow so that as many souls as possible could enter Satya Yuga. Jai Shri Mataji. We will offer thank you garland to our mother. Please, Christina and Sadia, come forward. One representative per each hosting country. Please come forward for Aarti and let us all rise. Let us meditate and be channels for Mother's love, for those vibrations, for the entire world. True gratitude doesn't require many words. From all our hearts, thank you, Mother. We love you. Let us bow again to Shri Mataji. Tomorrow meditation will be at 7 o'clock at the Nirmal Temple, and starting from tomorrow, meals will be served not here but at the camp, the Mulino. Meditation at 7 o'clock at the camp as usual, and puja will probably be here again at 8 o'clock. Yeah. Jai Shri Mataji.
शक्ति पर ब्रह्म स्वरूपिणी, आदिशक्ति पर ब्रह्म स्वरूपिणी, आदिशक्ति पर ब्रह्म स्वरूपिणी, जगत जननी चहुवेद बखानी, जगत जननी चहुवेद बखानी।